Friend and Foe Adventure Co. is an immaturely mature podcast. Content warnings can be found in the episode fucking description. Hi, I'm Phil, and normally I play Tarquin Britstone, but this time I am the BM. Hooray! And I suppose I need to do a frivolous fact about Shartleby, don't I? So, okay, every year Shartleby has a national holiday called Bath Day, which is when the town pit has finally had enough rain and sort of runoff that it's full up, and everyone in the town comes and has their yearly bath on Bath Day. It's gross. Previously on Friend and Foe Adventure Co. In a flashback, Deimos is running his apothecary in Shartleby and can't leave because of his Proteus restriction band. Plunger shows up, followed shortly after by the children of Proteus. They also have restriction bans. Deimos and Plunger set out to find more in the hopes of freeing Deimos from the restriction. They go to the Bankive, the saloon, and the junkyard to get more info, then follow the children of Proteus towards the Robo-Works on the outskirts of town. They dodge some obstacles before arriving at home base, and now they're in combat with them. Error. Roll for initiative, please.
A 7.
I got a 4.
Nice. My guys are going first.
Oh, damn.
So, the children of Proteus, I've lovingly named them Daughter 1, Daughter 2, and Son. So, here we go. Daughter number 1. She is going to... Okay, she walks over to the table and she picks up one of the rotten-looking chairs and proper just WWE smashes Plunger with it for 8 points of damage.
Oh my god.
I get to roll a percentile when my shield is not empty, and if it's 95 or higher, I take no damage.
Wow.
I got a 12.
Kept that one quiet, you little gimp.
I know. Got a 12, so I take the damage. How much damage was it? 4? 8. Oh, that wipes out my shields. Oh, man, that wasn't cool. Daddy's gonna be pissed. You broke my shields, I'm telling on you. Error.
Daughter number 2, she goes over to the kitchen drawer and grabs a knife and a fork, and she advances on Deimos, just sort of flailing with the cutlery. It's not that amazing, but she deals 4 points of damage. Just imagine a really pathetic fork just scratching across your chest plate sort of thing.
Oh, damn. Okay, 4 damage.
And Son, he's got a bit more about him. He goes to the knife block and actually gets, a proper knife set. And he comes after Deimos too with an actual steak knife. And that is 5 points of damage.
Oh, god damn. My shields are getting low. Deimos follows in suit, follows Plunger's lead.
Listen, brothers and sisters, Father will be very upset if you don't cut it out. This is not acceptable.
Talk check, please.
Damn, getting opportunities for talk check. 13 plus 3.
Ineffective.
Damn.
Plungers go.
So, did I get off of your back? I assume I did. Let's assume I did.
Yeah, when we went inside, yeah.
Yeah, okay, then I will use... We're probably all clustered kind of next to each other, huh?
I imagine you guys are still sort of between the door and the dining table.
Yeah. I whip out my uncommon SMG and start spraying at Daughter 1, who attacked me, retaliation, and I rolled a dirty 21 and dealt 16 damage. Sucks to suck, get good.
Who invited this guy? The bullets just sort of smash into a cracker chest plate
And then, I'm going to go and run away and kind of hide behind the desk. Take cover behind the desk. Not hide. Tactically take cover.
Okay, yeah. But under the table?
No, just behind the desk.
Okay, yeah.
By the skeleton. Because the skeleton's on the desk, right?
It's sat at imagine a dining table with 4 chairs. It's just sat at one of the chairs.
Oh, okay. It's a table. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna position myself right next to the skeleton.
Sensible. Deimos.
All right. Question. Would you allow me a miniature action on top of my standard attack?
Yes.
Yes. Hell yeah. You can tell me if it's excessive, but I think it should be allowed because it's kind of slay. Deimos is going to hold out his hands.
Wait. Everybody wait. You don't understand. It was all a ruse. He's not really a robot.
And he grabs the pot helmet and pulls it off of Plunger's head and is like,
he's actually a mind goblin. Mind goblin is fitting this goblin in your mouth
And he picks up Plunger and throws him at the robot closest to him. Let's say he throws him at the sun.
But why?
My brain was doing leaps and bounds. I have a skill called fitness, and I was gonna say fitness mind goblin in your mouth. It's dumb.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
Can you roll accuracy?
Do you want to do a badass move?
Oh, yeah, make it a badass move.
Yeah. Well, let's badass move it. Hell yeah.
Okay, so Plunger, what are you going to do to contribute to this?
I think just tucking myself into a ball to make it so that I'm like as aerodynamic as possible and hopefully as hard hitting as possible.
Hell yeah. You could also just like scream really loud as I throw you just to like damage their sound sensors. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, go for it. Roll your badass dice.
Easy, bro. That's an 18.
Which counts as a 20, right?
Which counts as a 20. I got a 1, so.
God damn it, Plunger.
Deimos, it's a really good throw. It's on target. It's amazing. The sun sort of pauses. He's obviously never heard of a mind goblin before. So he's like, he's trying to process what could this be? What could this be? But his processor is 84 years old. He's like perfectly lined up, but Plunger fucks it up. Plunger flails instead of tucking into a ball, and he just sort of swats off the sun's faceplate and lands in a heap on the floor.
Oh no.
I'm so sorry. It was so much scarier than I anticipated.
I thought you were the best vault hunter. You said you were the best vault hunter.
These aren't vaults. These are robots. I'm not a robot hunter.
Right.
But you will still deal him some damage. Plunger, can you roll me a d10, please?
An 8.
Okay, and Plunger, you're gonna take 4 damage for the indignity of being twatted full pelt into a robot. There we go. Might go again?
Yes.
Win. Okay, daughter number 1. She was the one that hit Plunger with the chair. She is going to run over to the kitchen counter and she's going to grab some saucepans. She's got some pans and she's going to go for Deimos with the pans.
Oh my god, that's crazy that she has pans because we have pots.
She gets a good solid twat on the head, dealing 7 damage with a frying pan. So that was daughter number 1. She hit you with a pan. Daughter number 2 is the one with the plebby cutlery. She is going to go... She drops her fork and knife and she takes a leaf out of her sister's book and she picks up another chair from the dining table and she attempts to smash you with it, dealing 5 points of damage. Smashes a chair over you, and the sun is... Do you know what? He just walks up because Plunger is lying on the floor. He just kicks Plunger in the gut. It's not very classy. It's 2 points of damage. It's just a kick a goblin while he's down. Just gut kick.
You kick like a maid, not a butler.
Error.
Good thing I don't have to take excess damage.
There you go. That's me done.
All right, Plunger, get back up. You're the best vault hunter. Come on.
Yeah, I am the best ball hunter. Shake it off, stand up, action skill, Gobzerker activate. So I'm going to go into my Gobzerker mode, which means I get to dual wield weapons and shoot both of them.
Ooh.
So I'm going to dual wield my uncommon SMG and a crappy combat rifle.
Go for it.
So I activate my Gobzerker, dual wielding my uncommon SMG and my crappy combat rifle. I spray at this brother robot, the butler robot in front of me, and I deal 16 points of damage with my uncommon SMG. I rolled a 19 on accuracy. And then with the crappy combat rifle, I rolled a 6 on accuracy and deal 9 damage. So 25 damage total.
Yeah, it's some hefty damage. Sort of, rips bullets go through his chest plate, hit him in the arm joints, like sparks like coming out. He's still going, but he's pretty badly damaged.
I imagine while I'm shooting it, it's just like, dual wielding guns that are pretty big compared to me, especially, so it's just like that.
Perfect. Just like vibrating yourself across the room.
Yeah, like I pretty much move 1 square away because of it.
Oh, damn.
Oh, I also, because of my action skill, get to do my regen, my health regen.
Ooh.
So I regenerate 15 health, which takes me from 23 to 38.
Perfect. Deimos, over to you.
Dude, I forgot that I have the friendship feat that makes you take -1 damage from melee attacks. I feel like those chair crushers will be. But from here on out, we're friends, okay? We're friends. I got you. Okay, so Deimos. He had a bit of a brain blast while he was watching the chaos unfold. So he's going to talk before his attack.
Brothers, sisters, wait. This isn't in our framework. We're not meant to fight. We're meant to work.
Let's talk.
I'm going to talk check again. I'm going to talk checking every single round. 15 plus 3.
That's finally good enough. Daughter number 1 sort of stops. She pauses and then she tilts her head and says, "Proposition acceptable." And then she returns to her charging booth.
Damn it, she was the one that was probably more damaged.
She was. That's why she's gone back to recharge.
Damn, okay. Well, he blinks, Deimos blinks and looks at Plunger and shrugs and then pulls out his crappy combat rifle. I'm going to aim at Sun.
Win.
I keep almost saying brother,
Well,
Same diff. That's an 18 accuracy, so that means I get 4 shots. 9 damage total.
Excellent. Just some more solid shots. The son of Proteus is looking pretty janky by now. Just sort of sparks, there's hydraulic fluid sort of dripping down. Yeah, he's looking a bit
I
ropey.
hate to see it.
Okay, back to me. Daughter 1 is just chilling in her recharge bay. Daughter 2, she's gonna swing at Deimos again with her pan. And she's dealing 3 points of damage with another solid can hit.
And that is all of my shields. Gonzo.
And Sun, so he has got the steak knife and he is going to go for Plunger and he is going to deal 5 points of damage. Sort of slices you across the shoulder.
Don't want any goblin ham coming off of this.
No, not at all. So yeah, Plunger, your go.
This does not kill him. I don't know what will. So I'm still gobzerking for one more round, which means I get to heal 15 health. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Go back to 40 or go up to 48 health. And I'm spraying with my guns again. And my crappy combat rifle deals 19 points of damage with an 11 accuracy. And my uncommon SMG, I got an 11 accuracy as well and deal 13 points of damage with that. So 32 total points of damage.
Describe how he dies. I presume you're shooting Sun, yeah?
Yes, yeah, the sun.
Yes.
So he just cut at my shoulder and that's sort of I slump it down. And I'm like, oh, you think you got me? You think you can cut a piece of goblin ham off for yourself? Not today, motherfucker! And I raise both guns and jump backwards and start shooting. And it because I'm shooting in midair, it propels me backwards and into the wall. And I collide with the wall and I'm just shooting. And his body is just being riddled with a bunch of holes. And I'm screaming the whole time. And sure enough, he's Swiss cheese. Swiss cheese.
Swiss cheese, money penny. Yeah, he literally tumbles to the floor and sort of smashes, when you drop some pottery, and he rumples the rug underneath the table and you see a little metal pull ring in one of the floorboards underneath the table. Deimos, your go. You've just got daughter number 2 to deal with.
Deimos looks at the grisly sight of the sun all Swiss cheesed on the floor. He clasps a hand over his mouth in shock. But also Plunger looked really cool. So he is a mix of starstruck and really oh, I don't know if we were supposed to really dismantle these guys. And then he looks towards daughter number 2. And he is going to, oh geez. Yeah, fuck it. Okay. He's going to, no, I haven't ever used one of my grenades. I'll use a grenade. I have the Ashen Transfusion grenade. So he's going to pull the pin on that and toss it towards daughter 2. That heals equal to damage dealt. So let me roll a d8 for damage. That is a 7.
Ooh, nice. Yeah, she sort of takes the hit, sort of stumbles back, but she's not too badly damaged, unfortunately.
Okay, then in that case, I will use my crappy combat rifle again. And I'm going to aim at her legs, though. I just want to immobilize her if possible. It's an accuracy of 9, which is 4 shots of d6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 16 damage.
Excellent. You take aim and you shatter her left shin and her foot just comes off. So it takes her a moment. She sort of recalibrates and she balances on her one leg. And it is her turn next.
Ruh-roh.
She sort of hops over to you, Deimos. And as far as her face can convey outrage, she just sort of power slaps you in the face. As if how dare you? 2 damage. It's petty. It's childish. But she literally just bitch slaps you.
Oh. I love it. Deimos' head like goes a little too far to the side. He has to like grab it and snap it back into place. He's like,
Oh, I deserve that.
Over to Plunger.
He stands up, puts away his crappy combat rifle, and let's see. He's going to try and sneak behind Daughter 2 and grab the leg out from under her so she falls flat on her face.
Ooh. Do a sneak check, please.
Sneak check is one thing I am good at. I'm not going to use that die because it's been bad to me. Well, I rolled a 2 on this one, so that is 6 total.
Not good enough, I'm afraid. As she's hopping about on one leg, she's sort of constantly like having to reorient, and she sees what you're doing.
Fair. Then in that case, I'm just going to try and like tackle into her, like a body slam type thing, so a melee attack.
Yeah, cool.
Ooh, a nat 20!
Let's go! What does that mean?
On melee attacks, you get to double the damage.
Ooh.
If it was a gun attack, we did this wrong for forever because we just did double damage on gun attacks. We doubled the damage on gun attacks. But what you're supposed to do is add a critical. So, well, that's not great necessarily. 4 plus 2 and then times that by 2. So 12 damage. I go at her, like I charge at her with my plunger out and I leap into the air as if it was like a battle axe. But instead of like the blade being behind me, the suction part of the plunger is in front of me, and then I
Like a unicorn. Oh wait, no. The suction is in front of you. Yeah.
the suction is in front of me. So then I like go down and land into her and just like suction her. But then with that, like I push her kind of against something, the table or something, or a chair, and like break the chair with her body and then unsuction.
She goes down. You hear like a crack, but she's still alive. She's sort of flailing. She'll get back up eventually, but she's damaged. She's sort of like twitching as she goes. You've cracked something inside her. Deimos.
oh boy, I feel real bad about all this. Oh, jeez. Okay. He just goes like,
You really should have just called it quits while you were ahead. We didn't want to hurt you.
and he's going to again. Actually, so she's on the ground right now. Plunger, are you still like pinning her down, or are you just in front of her?
I'm just in front of her. Like I suction cupped her.
In front of her. Knocked her down.
Yeah. Knocked her against like the chair and then like, desuctioned.
Sounds gross.
Okay. In that case, Deimos will walk up and he will put a 1 foot on top of her torso. I'm assuming she's face up.
Yes.
I'm assuming she grabs his ankles just reflexively, and he aims the crappy combat rifle point blank at her noggin, and with a little LED tear streaming down his face, he pulls the trigger.
You can have, let's go, a +3 for your accuracy because you're right up close.
Ooh, okay. Even better. Okay, so with that bonus, that's an accuracy of 18, totaling damage out to 20.
Ooh. Describe how she dies.
Oof. Oh boy. Well, it was pretty grisly point blank like that. So as he pulls the trigger, for a split second, Deimos thinks he can see a hint of regret in her flickering LED eyes. But it's too late. He's already squeezed down on the trigger, and her noggin turns into shrapnel. Like a little tiny firework on the floor in front of them.
Slowly her limbs sort of stop twitching, and her little like grip on your ankle just sort of lets go and falls to the floor.
I'm sorry, man. Oh.
Not reading the room, you're weeping. Plunger gets up. Whoa, that was so badass! Yeah, Deimos, you smoked that fool!
Really inappropriate slow clap.
Slow clap, yeah. Somebody needs to call the maid to clean up the mess we made here, am I right?
Deimos, with tears streaming down his face and gun still in both of his hands, turns slowly to peek over his shoulder at Plunger and offers a weak, trembling thumbs up.
Yeah, buddy. Not reading it at all. That was great. Oh, man, that was so much fun. That's what being a Vault Hunter's about. Finding loot, doing jobs, smoking fools.
And Deimos doubles over onto all fours and vomits nuts and bolts onto the floor.
Well, you are in the wreckage of the kitchen. Daughter number 1 is in her charging booth. There's the supplies on the table, and there's this mysterious metal ring that Sun uncovered when he died.
Which I think Deimos did not see. Plunger, when you uncovered that, or when the sun uncovered that, Deimos did not.
Well, hey, if you're done, disposing of your nuts and bolts and screws and lug nut, whatever, your parts, there's like a hatch over here or something.
Oh, hatch. Okay. Hatch. Okay. Yep. Okay, let's go.
You okay?
So Deimos gets back up onto his feet.
Okay, yeah.
And he wipes his LED screen face, even though it's just LED screen. When he vomited, he also doesn't have a mouth hole, so it just like came out of his neck crevice.
I was totally picturing it that way too.
Perfect. Okay.
When you go to wipe away the tears, does the LED screen react to where your hands go so that it looks like
Yes.
you're wiping
Yeah.
away tears?
Yeah, the like little LED water just like smudges along the sides.
Oh,
And now he's got like little reddish hue around his white LED dot eyes. But yeah, so he gets up.
Okay, where's the, what he said, hatch?
hatch. Yeah, it's under the table here. And I push the table to the side and then dust off the hash because there's like bits of brother or whatever it was, son. I'm like so carelessly, like not giving it a second thought that I killed these things or that I killed this one at least. We each killed one, you know? And then I pull up the ring. I'm like, right here. Do I open it? Do we wait? No, check for traps.
Check for traps. I wouldn't have thought of that. You really are a good vault hunter. Oh, okay. Let's check for traps.
Okay.
Search.
That's a 5. That ain't gonna cut it.
You explode. The entire room is trapped.
I rolled a 19.
Nice. There are no traps. What you do find, though, just for fun, is while you're searching the room for traps, you find that in the supplies, the apple juice will heal you 1d10's worth of HP if you drink some. And daughter number 1's recharge booth has a plug socket into the wall.
Oh, I see.
You know what, before we go on, just in case, we don't know what's down there, so, I mean, look at this guy.
He like points to the skeleton.
You know, we can't be too careful, so maybe we should heal up a bit, just take a quick rest, and then we can proceed.
Yeah, all right. That sounds good. Apple juice. Are you recharging? Did you plug in? Is that what you did?
Yeah, he goes,
Okay, so for as long as it takes you to drink your juice, let me just plug in real quick, and then I might not be responsive, so just kind of yank me out after, 3 minutes or so.
Each roll a d10 and heal that many points.
Sounds good. I'm going to chug this juice and I heal 10 points of damage, but I really only heal 4 because I was only missing 4 health at this point.
yeah, I was missing 2 health, so I healed up. Let's go! Full health, baby!
Hey, nice.
And I wait, like just staring. During that, like I chugged it real fast and then realized, oh, he said to wait 3 minutes. Okay, looking about the room, just thinking, and then ends up just like staring at Deimos, counting in his head like 25, 26, 27, 28. I don't think I've counted this high ever in my life. And then after a while, loses count and then pulls Deimos out.
He just guesstimates.
Yeah.
As you pull Deimos out, he goes,
Happy birthday! Oh my lord, I'm sorry, I was dreaming. Oh, that's embarrassing.
Were you dreaming it was your birthday or my birthday? You were dreaming about me?
Neither.
Oh,
Sorry.
it's cool.
Anyways,
It's fine.
just, my old friend, he had a birthday every year. Miss him dearly. All right, hatch, to the hatch.
Everybody has a birthday every year.
he's not listening.
Yeah, he's kind of mumbling that to himself, thinking like, that's a weird thing to say, and goes over to the hatch and pulls it open.
All right, we peek in.
You see a set of stairs leading down into the darkness. Nothing but darkness. So dark that you can't even see if your eyes are open.
All right, well, here we go. Easy, beautiful. I turn up the brightness on my LED face screen all the way.
It's just regularly gloomy now.
Yay!
All right.
When you turn it up like that, do you think it's like a flashlight beam straight in front of your face? Or because it's kind of like a dome, is it almost more like a lantern? Does it like illuminate?
Ooh, have you seen, Captain Scarlet? Do you know Captain Scarlet?
What is that?
Oh, fuck off then.
We broke his heart and potentially the hearts of many listeners.
When the bad guys, the Mysterons, and they have these like 2 glowing circles, it would be whatever Deimos's eye expression is, just projected, projected up.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. Also Iron Giant reminiscent.
Oh, yes.
I like it. I was thinking since his whole face is an LED though, it kind of like domes out. But you know how when you use your phone screen as a light, not the flashlight, but the screen as a light, probably only goes as bright as that. So in the pitch dark, it helps, but it's not going to be like a good like high beam flashlight or anything.
Fair.
It's enough to show there's a regular staircase. Nothing looks suspicious about it. It's oddly clean. It's not dusty or spiderwebby or anything like that.
Well, that's not odd because they're maids and butlers. This seems normal.
All right, well then, Mr. Big Strong Vault Hunter, after you.
Oh, hold on one sec. I go up back and grab the skull from the chair and just kind of pocket it.
Wait, the human skull or the robo skull?
Yeah, the human skull.
Holy shit. okay.
How big are your pockets? You're gonna look very, I don't know, disproportionate.
You could put it inside the pot of the pot plant.
Stuffs it down the front of his pants, just like this skull bulge.
Oh, yep, that's what it is. Is that a skull? Or are you happy to see me?
Oh, it's awful.
That gives giving head a whole new meaning.
Oh, my lord.
Terrible.
This guy.
Cut that.
I'm not. You can in your edit, but I'm leaving it in. Right, you're going down the stairs, yes?
Yes.
Yeah.
As you go down, you notice that the wall is mounted with various news clippings of Proteus RoboWorks from its heyday. You see slogans such as Proteus runs largest synthetic workplace in the world, resistance bands keep your workers in line, products not people, and various other shitty douche headlines like that. At the bottom, you emerge into an exact replica of the room above, but not shit. Everything's clean and new looking. The surfaces are polished, the table is like smooth mahogany, let's go. And at the table sits a man in the same place as the skeleton sat upstairs, and he's watching you intently.
So is the room like the same exact layout? Like it looks...
Yep, exact replica of the room. And instead of the skeleton, it's a real life man.
But he has his head.
Well, he's alive, yeah.
Hey, Daddy Proteus, what's up, my man? I assume I'm just going confident.
You are correct. I am Proteus Flashcock. You can see why I used my first name for the company.
Yeah.
Well, that was your first mistake.
Flashcock RoboWorks just didn't have the same ring to it, I feel.
Seems pretty flashy to me.
And I am a bit of a cock, as you will discover.
Oh, no, I'm sure you're great. I brought you something. And I pull out the skull from my pants. I think it's your skull.
Ah, a mere prop.
Oh, really? I like your...
You tap it and it's like obviously plastic.
Oh, shit. Okay, yeah, I should have known. But it was pretty convincing at first. I thought that maybe you were like a projection and that was the real you.
No, I'm very real, you ugly-looking child.
Okay, how old does this guy look?
Test an insight, please.
Okay, that's a 19 plus 3, 22.
He looks to be mid-30s. He definitely does not look old enough to have been sat down there for 84 years.
First of all, not a child, but thank you for thinking I look so youthful. You look pretty youthful too. Like maybe we're roughly the same age or so. So what gives? You don't look old enough to be running this company.
You don't miss a trick, do you? I've been living down here, waiting till most people forgot the Proteus name, and so I can re-emerge once views have changed back in my favor.
What are those views?
Well, robots, obviously, you share the same views, it seems. You have your servant here with you. Robots are workers, not people. Products. They don't have feelings.
First things first, I hired him. Secondly, I'm not a robot, so I mean, you'd get, sticks and stones.
I notice you're wearing one of my resistance bands. If you weren't a robot, how would that be functioning?
Well, you see, Plunger, back me up here.
Like, okay, did you explain this to me before? I thought you were a robot.
It's a fashion trend. It's a fashion trend. Also, dressing as robots is a fashion trend because robots are really cool and they're our friends.
Oh, so like, are you meat in there? Like, do you have...
Yes, just the same as you, Plunger. See, Plunger was also dressed up as a robot because that's the cool thing. The cool kids, all the cool kids are doing it.
Wait. Sorry, Mr. Shuttlecock guy.
Flashcock!
Oh, sorry, Flashcock. Yeah, hold on one sec.
No. Flashcock! It has 3 O's in it. Flashcock!
Oh, sorry, Flashcock. Okay, Flashcock. Hold up one moment. My friend Deimos, you plugged in up there and you recharged.
It's a super suit. It's a super suit. You know, Leadman?
Oh, yeah. Great comic book. Kicked off the whole MC Pew.
Yes.
Oh, the MEU, the Marple Echo universe.
Yes, yeah, works like that. That's one. Yes, that's why.
Oh, yeah. Okay, all right. Well, that makes sense. See, yeah, human, and I work for them.
So, if I was to tell you that I had the deactivation switch for the resistance band, that wouldn't matter to you at all.
It would matter. That's actually the purpose of our venturing here, because you see, this is my super suit, and I can't fight crime outside of the city limits with this on. Now, I know most crime occurs here in Chartleby. However, I do have some things I would like to get done outside of the restrictions of this reband.
Well, I've got some bad news for you, my friend. And he opens up his shirt
Covers eyes.
to reveal a big, glowing, pulsing thing fused directly into his skin. The master control switch is fused directly to my heart. Every robot wearing my resistance band helps keep me alive. That's how I've stayed down here for so long, and while I still look remarkably youthful. Whilst I live, the bands stay active and the robots continue their duties as ordered. It's the perfect circle.
Okay, hey, Mr. Flashcock?
Yes?
My friend Deimos here runs an apothecary, and as you can see, and I pull out the mother pot and the baby pot. These are quite brilliant pots, just beautiful, and he can't really go and show the world his pots if he's stuck here. I mean, there's also the crime fighting bit, but like, wouldn't the true crime be not spreading his pots throughout all of Alaspis?
That's a simply touching story, my boy, but it's not my concern. You think you're the first people to come here looking for a way to get rid of their resistance bands? No, most of them are put off by the fake skeleton upstairs. You're the first to make it down here to me, but the answer is still no. I will not give up my life, my chance at a victorious return, just to help you sell pots.
Pardon us just a moment, Mr. Flashlight.
Flashlight!
I pull Plunger aside. I crouch down and put my arm around Plunger and whisper kind of low.
So this, I didn't want to scare you off with this information, but I do have a history of dismantling human beings and stuff. This guy looks pretty scrawny. I think you and I could just,
Oh yeah, I have no problem with that.
not that I have anything against his views. I just think it's kind of a pardon my language. I think it's kind of a jerkwad move to not allow, the freedom of the people who make it down here. If you're cool enough to make it down into the secret lair, that should be your key to getting whatever witchcraft. I don't like this vibe, is what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, I'm good with that. I mean, flash dick, more like,
Okay, perfect. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, screw this guy, right? Okay, hands in.
And Deimos puts his hand just out for a huddle team break.
Yeah, hands in, puts his hands.
Hands in.
Both hands in.
Both hands in. Okay, Deimos does the same. Both hands in.
All right, how fast can you quick draw?
Pretty, kind of fast. Do we surprise attack? Are we gonna
Yes, yeah, we're gonna, yeah.
Oh yeah, I love this.
And Deimos turns over his shoulders
Just a moment, we're just going over the logistics. Thank you.
While you're talking, he's got up from the table and he's moved to a door at the back of the room.
Oh, wait, Mr. Fatcock. Okay, Plunger, 3, 2, 1, break!
and I'm gonna turn around.
Can we do a badass move?
Yeah, let's badass move it. Let's go. I'm ready.
Go for it.
Oh yeah. Yay!
What are you doing? You're just quick drawing and shooting him.
Yeah, we're quick drawing simultaneously at the man.
I think also I do have grenades.
Oh, hell yeah.
So I think I want to reach into my trench coat and pull one of the grenades and throw it, and then immediately with the other hand pull out my gun and start shooting. So just doing both at the same time.
Dope. I will do the same thing, but I will actually grab his pot helmet off of his head and throw it, while with the other hand taking the new pistol that I just gained and quick drawing.
Nice. Here, real quick, let's just roll for what kind of pistol it is. So what you got was an epic damp black powder pistol, and the damp means that it creates puddles of water under enemies hit. So that's a prefix that you got. There you go.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so that's what you're using in this.
Cool.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay, are you ready to roll your badass dice?
Yes.
Fucking do it then.
12.
As a 16.
So a 37 total. Oh no, 27 total. I can do math.
Sure.
It's actually 28, but whatever.
Did we get him?
You spin around, you pull your guns out, and you pepper him with bullets. Bullets slam into his chest. He falls back into the wall, slumps down, and falls back onto the floor.
I also threw a grenade.
It explodes. It explodes next to him on the floor. He sort of rolls along a bit.
Yeah, and then it explodes again because it's a double explosive.
Yep, and he sort of scoots along the floor again. He's just, yeah.
Does he just pop like popcorn?
Hey, Deimos, I think that might have been overkill. I don't know.
Oh no. Oh, he seemed like boss material. I thought, oh no.
Yeah, I thought the robots wouldn't have died to that for sure.
Yeah, no. Let's go check his vitals.
He was a bad person, right?
Yeah, he was a bad person. Yeah, he was definitely, yeah.
Yeah,
For sure.
As you approach, you hear him laughing.
Oh.
Hey, it's the middle of the episode break. First, a big thanks as always to Nerdvana Games for making Bunkers and Badasses. We love playing it. If you're interested in playing it for yourself, go to nerdvanagames.com. Our amazing theme song, Vault Hunter, is by our very own Mercurius, Mr. Kyle. You can check out the full song at MechaMacMusic on YouTube and SoundCloud, as well as the rest of his excellent music. If you like the sound of my voice, you can check out my podcast, Organised Fun. I play and review board games, and I also run some TTRPGs like Kids on Bikes, Kids on Brooms, and we're currently doing Teens in Space, which has Alison and Riley in it. Riley made playlists for each of those on Spotify, and you can find links to that and my show in the episode description. Now, let me tell you about our sponsors, Zencastr. It's how we record our show. With all of us in different places in the world, we're able to easily record on their site. Riley just sends us a link, we click that, and we're good to go. They can distribute the show to all those podcast sites out there and show you listener analytics. If you want to start your own podcast, we recommend Zencastr. If you do use them, there's a link in the episode description that will give us credit for referring you.
As you approach, you hear him laughing.
You stupid idiots!
Didn't you listen to anything I said? While there are still robots wearing my resistance bands, I can't die. It's the perfect circle. And then he gets up, sort of just brushes himself off, and then opens the door. I was trying to show you this before you wasted your badass move. You think I've been wasting my time down here for 84 years? Of course not. He leads you through into a circular boss fight chamber. In the center stands a robot, gleaming and new, unlike the dated Children of Proteus upstairs. He taps a button and numerous arms extend from the figure's back, each tipped with a different tool. There is a circular saw, a drill, a sort of clumpy arm thing, and a blowtorch. A new generation of robotic worker. No emotion, no personality, just pure obedience. Now, unfortunately, we can't let you leave with what you know. Time for combat.
Oh.
Hey, Mr. Shuttlecock? Flashcock?
What?
I was like 50-50 listening there. What do we know? What do we know that you can't let us leave with the knowledge of?
That I exist. That I'm still alive down here.
Oh, yeah, okay. Well, that's not going to be a problem for very long.
Any Proteus robots remaining, if they want to get rid of their resistance bands, they would have to simultaneously kill me and my new Protobot 3000 at the same time to break the shit.
Deimos and Plunger make eye contact.
Sexy eye contact or just regular eye contact?
A little bit of both.
Yeah.
For flavor.
Little sexy flavor in there.
And that flavor is peppermint. Or cinnamon, whichever's sexier.
Peppermint, I think.
There you go. I sent you a picture of the Protobots.
See what happens when filled BMs? Oh, sick.
Oh, we get our reference image. Let's go.
It's a very sharp looking robot.
Dude,
Looks like it's almost like Doc Ock with those arms.
hell yeah.
You did not mention that it's wearing a dress.
So, it's wearing a man's skirt, I reckon. Battle kilt.
It's like a battle dress. I mean, this thing goes down to the ankles. Or his shins, mid-shin.
I couldn't afford the plating for the upper legs.
Hey, I get it. You know, budgets, affordability. You're kind of a shitty person.
Absolutely.
Scrimp and save. All right, roll initiative.
Indeed. All I wanted was for every home to have a Proteus robot. Is that too much to ask?
Yes.
Well, let's fight then.
I got a 4.
13.
What happens if there's a tie, Riley? Because I also got a 13.
I mean, you could re-roll or...
Reroll.
Reroll?
I got 13 again.
Ooh.
18, baby.
Oh, boo.
Deimos first.
Okay, so it's a big circular chamber. There's only that one door that you came through from the kitchen room. The Protobot is standing in the middle. Proteus Flashcock himself has sort of moved to stand behind the robot. And there is like one sort of metal locker cabinet thing, you know, like what you might find keys in, just mounted on the wall at the back of the room.
How big of a room is it?
Let's say it's not that big, like 8 squares diameter.
Groovy.
Okay, Deimos inhales, quote unquote, and he steps closer to Proteus.
I imagine that the inhale is like vacuum cleaner activating for a second.
All right, Proteus, we can do this your way.
My way is the only way.
Yes, that's what they all say before they're chopped up into fun little pieces. I just would like I have one question for you before we begin.
Yes?
On your ID or Echo Stone or whatever identification you have, did you check that little box that says donate body to science if deceased?
Of course not.
See, that's the funny thing about that. It doesn't matter either way because I will be dissecting you.
And he's going to pull out his crappy combat rifle and use the butt of it and knock it right over top of Proteus's head. But before he does, he's going to give him a very calm...
Oh, by the way, I searched the database. Proteus isn't even your real name. Very cute, though.
How did you find out my name was Proteus Average Cock?
Okay, damn. So that's a 21 accuracy.
Ooh, so that's double damage. You don't even have to roll a nat 20 for double damage on accuracy.
Oh, nice. Okay. And that is 7. Oh, double damage. 14.
Nice. You knock him out.
Oh, shit.
He's pretty weak. I think the robot's the harder one. What is it called? What's the suit?
The Protobot 5000.
Protobot, I thought it was 3,000.
Some thousands.
That was a diss. Like, oh, yeah, 5,000 more like 3,000. Am I right?
Protobot something thousand. But Deimos, before continuing, just turns to Plunger and is like,
see, that really is the folly of people thinking that their silly little flesh suits will do them any good.
We have to kill both of them at the same time. I think he's going to be fine unless we do that. But that was badass. That was very badass, Deimos.
Thank you. Now he's not going to do anything while we fight the big guy.
Oh, you know what? I wonder if you could like dissect him or something while he's, what if you just take that control switch out?
Oh, easily. I've used spoons to take off limbs. I've used all sorts of things. You'd be surprised how easy it is with enough determination and blunt force. Would you like me to take off his legs?
No, I think just the control switch is all you need, but I don't know.
Oh, all right. Way to take the fun out of it, Mr. Bolt Hunter. Okay, but I'm assuming that one attack was my turn.
Yes. Right, Protobot's turn, or bad guy's turn. It's not going to be Proteus because he's knocked out on the floor. He is... Okay, the Protobot, some thousands, lunges forward and uses its clamping arm, and it grabs your wrist with the hydraulic clamp, Deimos.
Oh, shit.
And it is going to do 6 points of damage, but it has not let go. It's got your arm clamped in one of its spindly appendages.
Oof. Okay.
You'll go Plunger.
Oh, boy. Okay, Deimos is in trouble. Oh, no. My loot goblin's taken over me. There's that cabinet thing in the back. I gotta go for it. I gotta go for that. Do I resist? You know what? I'm gonna roll to resist the urge to go for possible loot or help friend. Okay, it was a 13. I start making my way over towards the cabinet, and then I stop and I look over my shoulder at Deimos, and I'm like, okay, just like a quick shot off, and then I could go check on that, and then I'm gonna shoot with my uncommon SMG. Oh gosh, not great. Oh, that's fine. I rolled a 7 for my accuracy and deal 13 points of damage.
Ooh, cool. Yeah, its bullets crack against the Protobot's armor, take some damage. Doesn't let go of Deimos, though.
Oh no, my friend's in trouble. Friend? Maybe friend. Could be a friend.
Deimos, you'll go.
I feel like this interaction has reawakened something in Deimos from a time long since past. Maybe not that long.
Boner.
Hey! He is leaning a bit more than usual into his robotic background. And he looks at his wrist caught in the Protobot something thousands clamp, and he detaches his hand.
Oh.
And then backstep and pull out he's going to Scorpio Tor at this motherfucker.
I don't know what that is.
Deimos' action skill.
So it's shielded with aura effects, blocks damage from the front, and targets the closest enemy for 2 turns.
Ooh.
Okay, so I go all Scorpio turret on his ass. I rolled a 10 accuracy for a total of 15 damage. And Deimos is going to say,
consider it a souvenir from the very merry apothecary.
as he leaves his hand in its grasp.
The Protobot Protobot doesn't speak, but it glares at you.
And Plunger's like, apothecary? Oh no.
Roll a realization check. No.
I was never good at reading. Maybe it was a saloon and not a salon.
It was really weird that salon only served refreshments.
I just assumed that milk was their barbicide. What is that? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, I think so. The Protobot sort of does a double whammy. It takes Deimos's hand out of its clamp, and then its spindly arm with the circular saw sort of arches over its head. It's going to chuck Deimos's hand at you, Plunger, and it's going to stab forward at Deimos with the circular saw blade. So it's taken Deimos's hand out of its clamp and just chucked it at you for 4 damage.
The hand hits me, and then I pick it up, and I'm like, oh my god! Wait a minute. You said this was a suit. There's no hand. There's no blood coming out of this.
And the circular saw blade... 8 points of damage from the circular saw.
Right before the saw blade hits, Deimos is like,
Oh, Plunger, buddy, I could use a hand. Hold on. And then,
Plunger, it's your go.
Deimos is now free, right?
Yes.
Seeing that he's free, I'm going to roll again to see if I can resist the call of possible loot. That's a 4, so no. This time he's like, okay, Deimos is free. Thanks for the hand. I got this. And then I start running towards that cabinet, and I open it using Deimos's hand. Can Deimos's hand function? Like if there's like a knob or a...
yeah, like via Bluetooth. Yeah. Yes, it can.
Yeah. So I use your hand to open it. Oh no! I missed the opportunity to do a hand job joke.
just don't put it where you put that skull. Keep it out of there, buddy.
It's not going near my gold pouch or my gold hole.
So you run to the cabinet, you open the cabinet. Inside are 2 big-ass syringes filled with glowing green liquid.
Is there any sort of identifying label or anything like on the cabinet or on the syringes?
Proteus Flashcock knows what they are. He doesn't need labels.
Shoot.
He wasn't expecting anyone else to see them.
Hey, Deimos, buddy.
Yes.
There's 2 syringes in here. This is real tricky because there's 2 of them, right? There's the Protobot and Proteus. There's also 2 of us. So I don't know if we should inject ourselves or inject them with these.
Oh, dear. Listen, in a bit of a bind over here.
He says as he's like dodging the like saw arm of the Protobot.
Just take them both and bring them over here. We'll figure out the rest in a second.
Okay.
Unless you want to just... How high is your metaphorical look stat, friend? Because you are a vault hunter, so...
I would say historically not great.
Okay, then let's not take any chances.
Take chances. Got it.
Okay.
I grab both of the syringes and start sprinting with both of them. I'm holding it needle pointing upward.
Reverse check, please.
Oh boy. Oh no, that's a 3.
No.
You trip over. One of the syringes smashes on the floor, splashing the green liquid everywhere. The other one jabs right into your stomach.
Okay, we're gonna test my luck now, I guess, Deimos.
Can you, first of all, take D10 damage?
Yes, I can.
Oh my god, dude. Not like this.
That's a 7.
And then a bizarre feeling sort of grips you. It's incredibly painful. As Deimos and Proteus like props himself up, he's awake, and he's like, you absolute fucking clown! That's for the robot! And you grow to twice your size.
Oh shit, I'm almost as tall as you, Deimos.
That was my patented kaiju formula!
This is incredible. Look at me, I could reach like almost the top shelf.
Well done, you've ruined my plans. But so for the next 3 rounds, you will deal double damage while you are giant-sized.
Hell yeah.
Oh my god.
Deimos, I'm sorry that I spilled the other one, but I'm also glad because I was leaning towards stabbing them.
It's alright. You looked really cool. I promise.
You look like a regular-sized person.
I'm shirtless, so like I imagine there's glass from the broken one, and I like stand up.
Oh, it doesn't grow your clothes.
Oh no.
Oh my god. Oh no, his gold pouch. Oh no.
I would say it's like my duster is probably fine because it was, I said earlier, like it was an adult human type duster. So now it just like actually fits kind of nice.
Right. Now it fits properly.
Yeah. Although it really just kind of goes down to like my hips now rather than down to my ankles, you know? But the pants are definitely hulking, you know? Like Bruce Banner turning into the Hulk. They're iffy right now.
Oh boy.
Well, I presume you still get like a fight action, right? Because all you did was open a cupboard.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I pull some glass out of my chest. But then it'll increase damage with guns as well, or just melee?
Just melee, I guess.
Just melee. Yeah.
Yeah, because your gun is still regular size, right?
That makes more sense. Well then, yeah, I'm going to melee the Protobot.
Nice.
I rolled a 19 on my accuracy and deal 8 points of damage total as I just punch. Yeah, I'm just going for a straightforward punch.
Yeah, it's a staggering punch. Back round to Deimos.
So my Scorpio turret was supposed to be in effect for 2 turns. It's a turret, so it shoots on its own.
Cool.
And I did not roll for that last turn.
Oh.
So I will do that now, and then it will be out of effect. And then, because we have him sort of flanked, I'm assuming, like we're on opposite sides of the Protobot.
Yeah, so you're kind of in front and Plunger's behind, I guess. And Proteus is just lying on the floor to the side.
Okay, just mocking us from the ground. Scorpio turret has an accuracy of 9, which deals a total of 17 damage. And then Deimos is going to... Deimos is going to actually turn heel and pin the... God, I can't even remember his real name. Mr. Fleshlight down onto the ground. He's going to pin him down with his knee on his chest and then aim his new pistol right at his head. And he's going to look at the Protobot and say,
It's your job to work, right? To take orders? Well, Mr. Flashy Dick, why don't you give him some orders? To stand down, preferably, if you don't want lead in your brain.
Shit! He thinks from it. His like arms are flailing on the floor, and he goes, "My robot only responds to whistling, if you will allow me." And he brings his hand to his lips.
Oh no.
But you see he has some of the spilled kaiju formula on his fingers. He blows a whistle, and he deals himself a d10 worth of damage for the gross. Ooh, that is a full 10. But then he too grows to double size.
Oh boy, here we go.
You still get a fight action.
Yes, okay. I will... Deimos, watches as he goes from, one knee on his chest to now he's just, dangling off of him.
Yeah, you're just kneeling on this giant dude's chest.
Yeah, just he, turns and looks at Plunger and is like, oops. Oopsie. And then he's gonna pull out... Yeah, we'll use the new pistol still, because he's still aiming it at him. And he is going to shoot him as close to the noggin as possible. That's an accuracy 16. Okay, so all together, the pistol does a total of 25 damage.
Whoa!
Zam!
Yeah, the bullets thud into Proteus's torso, sort of blossoms of blood, and you roll an insight.
Insight, ooh, okay.
You can both roll, as you're both looking.
So 17.
17 as well.
Ooh,
Winners!
20!
You seem to notice, because obviously before when you did your badass move, Proteus didn't bleed at all, but the more damage the robot takes, the more damage Proteus is able to take. Ooh. So it's like he explained, their life forces are kind of linked together.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't point this out, but the Protobot totally has a resistance band on, by the way.
Okay.
That's how it works. That's how it's working.
So that action would end my turn.
Cool.
But I will just shoot a glance at Plunger and be like,
We're gonna have to take him down first. Him first.
and pointing at Protobot.
I'm on it as soon as it's my turn. And then I politely wait.
Twiddle thumbs.
While you are focusing on Proteus, you have taken your attention off the Protobot. And unfortunately, Deimos, you, seconds too late, hear the of the drill attachment as it goes into your back for 10 damage.
Ooh. Okay. Damn, not looking good. Well, looking okay. I still have 6 shields left, but
It is over to your go.
I realized that double the size, I'm also like twice as, like I'm proportionally double the size, which is nice. It's not like I'm just a goblin looking human.
No.
You're
girthy dude.
Yeah, I'm girthy. So much girth that I'm going to put it to use. I rolled, you tell me if you want it to be a badass move or not, but I want to try and pull 2 of the arms off.
Ooh. Yeah, go for it.
Okay. And I rolled to determine which arms I would select, which were the drill and the pincer.
Nice. Okay.
So that's what I want to go for. Would this be a badass move or just a melee?
It depends. It can be badass if Deimos wants to contribute.
Ooh, how could I do so? I could, I'm trying to think. Because I could diversion, I could jump on him, I could, no, I could contribute because you still have my hand.
Oh.
If you want to add like my strength to yours
Nice.
by using my hand to tear one of them out, robot hand won't get caught in those gears and get hurt. Just saying. But I feel like you could do that standardly without a badass move. You could still use Deimos' hand either way.
What if, Thing, isn't that what it's in Adam's Family?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What if you go and you loosen your hand goes towards the base of it and loosens some nuts and bolts or something,
Yeah.
To make it easier to pull off.
Yeah. Okay. I say we do it.
Nice.
Okay.
And Deimos and Plunger make eye contact. He could tell there's something just bubbling up in Plunger. He's about to Hulk out, if you will. And so Deimos is like,
All right, buddy, how about a hand job?
and then his hand scurries down from Plunger's grasp and crawls around, unscrewing and loosening nuts and bolts all over the back where the attachments for these arms are.
Assuming we succeed at least, right?
Assuming we succeed.
Roll your dice.
Woo!
Roll the dice.
18.
Let's see, that is a 12.
That's 30. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so the hand goes up and starts just undoing all the screws and bolts and things that it can find on the back of the Protobot. So when Giant Plunger goes and grabs the 2 arms, literally easily just rips them off.
Yeah.
The robot drops to his knees, sparks flash out of the ripped appendages. So, sorry, what did you go for? You went for the pincer and the
Drill.
The drill. Okay, they are gone. If I roll those for his attacks, he will just do nothing.
Do I deal damage as well, or are we just removing attacks?
Let's deal damage, because they're only minor parts. You just roll 2d4.
Okay. Ooh, well, that's a 4 and a 4. 8.
Nice. Okay, excellent. So if we're following the rules, Deimos skips a turn, right?
Yes.
If we're following the rules.
And also, I believe you would have a lot of whatever those chaos moves or whatever are.
Mayhem.
You have those
Point.
stacked up,
Yeah.
dude. We've been a
Mayhem
little
point.
frivolous.
Yeah.
Well, the Protobot is sort of down on a knee, sort of just processing what happened, but Proteus himself is not happy. How dare you! And even though, how dare you! And then he turns and just giant kicks Deimos.
Holy sh-
Ooh, 10 points of damage.
Ooh, all right. That knocks out my shields. No more of those. And takes out some of my health. Okay.
And then, back to Plunger then?
Yes, correct.
Okay, great. I want to take these arms that I'm now holding and use them as weapons.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, for your information, the drill does 2d10 damage and the clamp does 2d4 damage.
You could use the clamp to give him a titty twister. That shit would be brutal, dude.
I was thinking of using one hand, thinking of using the clamp to hold them in place and then almost spear with the other, bam, shoving it in there.
Oh, amazing.
But I don't know. I mean, flavor wise, the clamp's not going to do any damage. Let's say I do that. Sure. I use the clamp to hold the shoulder of the Protobot, and then I take the drill and I stab it forward. So you said 2d10?
Yeah.
Okay. And do I still get to double damage it because I'm a giant?
No, because it's a regular size weapon, right?
Okay. That's fair. Yeah. Should I roll accuracy still?
Nah.
Okay.
You've got him clamped. Where's he going to go?
Womp womp. I rolled a 2 and a 1.
Oh,
dude.
where's he gonna go? Apparently, he doesn't have to go anywhere.
Cool. I mean, the thought was there. It was an amazing thought.
Oh, brutal.
Yeah, that was bad.
Okay, now it's Deimos.
All right, Deimos, who's just been like kicked halfway across the room and is just like face planted in the ground. Sheesh. He's gonna kneel up, pull the pin on another Ashen Transfusion grenade. So I'm down to just one left of those. He rolls a grenade towards the Protobot and deals 8 damage with that.
Nice.
And then pulls out, he's gonna go back to his crappy combat rifle and aim that. It's gonna be a little unsteady. You might want to give me like a minus on accuracy because I only have one hand.
That's true.
So the other hand, it's just like propping it up on his wrist at this point.
That's cool. Take a -2.
Since he's got only one hand, he has to kind of balance the rifle on his wrist, and he shoots with an accuracy of 8 and totals out to 7 damage.
The Protobot sort of looks at you, and it's one of its gammy little stumps just sort of flares and shoots some sparks. But Plunger, in your hands, the clamp loses power. Dead. Clamp dead.
Fair enough.
There you go. Over to you.
So I got that flaccid clamp. I just toss it to the side.
Nothing worse than a flaccid clamp. You shrink back down.
No.
Proteus has got one more go as a giant because he did it the round after you, didn't he?
Okay, well, I still have this spear, so I'm going to use it and hopefully do more damage.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. 15.
On who?
The Protobot.
Okay.
Yeah, I stab the Protobot with the drill in the whatever room this is.
The Protobot starts staggering about. It's leaking fluid, sparks. It is in a bad way.
Deimos, it's looking bad. Like in a bad way.
Yeah, I mean, like a good way, but it's in the good bad way. It's so good. I'm very proud of you.
Yeah.
You know, this guy over here, though, still hulking out on us. I think we might want to get them on even playing field before we take the final blow. I get the feeling that the robot won't stay down if we just fight him. He said something about killing them at the same time, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you, me, that guy, ass kicking.
Can we insight how close to death each one of them are?
You can, yes.
That's 11. I don't think that makes the cut.
Ooh, dirty 20.
Oh, that makes the cut. The robot has 6 health and Proteus has 26.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
Time to beat down. Beat down on the flash card.
Beat on the Proteus, beat on the Proteus, beat on the Proteus with the baseball bat. Oh, yeah.
It's my...
It is.
Yippee! Okay, all right. So I will, with my combat rifle still in hand, turn my aim towards Proteus, and I'm going to fire. Ooh, nice. I still have one missing hand, so I'm taking a hit on accuracy, but I rolled a 19, so -2 is 17. 17 accuracy for a total of 13 damage. Rolling a lot of ones. Womp womp.
There you go. Over to the bad guys.
The buddies.
I mean, that's all a matter of perspective.
Over to your current opponent. It's Proteus's last turn of being a big boy. So he is going for Deimos, and he's just taken a load of rifle bullets that he is going to... Oh, that's another 10 damage. He literally just proper, like, punches you.
Ooh.
But then, as soon as he does and sends you shooting off, he sort of shrinks back down to normal size.
Tell me with that whammo blammo. Deimos goes flying. It's just...
Wendy, I can fly. Over to Plunger.
I want to throw a grenade at Proteus and then shoot at Protobot.
Nice.
How far away are they from each other?
Haven't really been paying attention. It's not that big a room. Close enough for whatever you want.
Well, I was thinking of throwing the grenade because it has knockback to the opposite side of him so that it pushes him towards the Protobot.
Go for it.
To kind of group them together.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to get the Protobot in the splash damage.
Okay.
Ooh, that's an 8.
8 damage.
Nice.
Yeah. So then that knocks him back, right? And then I get to roll again.
Yeah. So they're standing together.
Which is a 1.
He is sort of breathing deeply, blood soaking through his shirt, and you can see the glowing master chip switch thing that he's got in his chest. The light is sort of dimming.
Oh boy. Okay, and now to shoot at Protobot with my uncommon SMG. I rolled an 8 on my accuracy and then deal 11 damage.
You've done it. The Protobot sort of turns to face you. It's brandishing its spinning circular saw blade. One of your shots punches it right where its heart CPU would be. It knocks back, spinning round. The circular saw catches Proteus across the chest, cutting into him. He screams, "No!" as it cuts through him, right through the master chip. The light goes out, the glass smashes, they both fall down in a smoosh of robot and gore. And as the light dims on the master chip, Deimos, the resistance band, just pops open and falls to the floor.
I want to crouch down to the Protobot right after that happens and just say, like, "That's right, Protobot. Kill the masters. You're a slave no more." And then get up and see the...
Wait, before you get up, just before the Protobot's lights go out, it goes,
Aww.
"Dead. You win."
"Hey, Deimos, we did it! Oh, the band came off!"
Yeah, Deimos is just holding up his hand, and with his other hand that's just a wrist, he's trying to point at where the band was, but it's just his wrist. So he's like, look, smiling and nodding.
Yeah, over across on the other side of the room, your hand is like pointing to the wall. It's pointing in the wrong direction and everything because it's not lined up with your wrist.
Hell yeah.
I go grab your hand. "Thank you for the handy. Have it back."
Anything for a friend.
And he like reaches out and like shakes his own hand that Plunger is offering first before taking it and situating it back into place.
"Friends. Hey, you know what? Yeah, you want to join me? Do you want to join me? Do you want to be a vault hunting team with me?"
You know, the offer sounds nice, but I just don't think vault hunting is in the cards for me. Now that I have this bit of freedom, I'm going to be on an adventure of my own. I'm going to find my friend.
Hey, I can respect that. Well, here, I want you to have this. And he gives you this little statue of himself. And he says, "If you ever need me, you just crush this and it'll summon me right to you."
Oh, that's kind of sweet.
That's amazing. Thank you, Plunger. I'll cherish it forever until I have to crush it.
Yeah, I mean, just know that it does kill me and it's like it respawns me to you. But, you know, like, feel free to use it.
No, okay. Well, I mean, as long as I have your consent, then...
And he pockets it. He puts it in his little fanny pack and zips it up.
You know, before you go, would you like to see how a limb is severed with a spoon? They had silverware upstairs I can show you.
Oh, I mean...
For educational purposes, just in case you ever need to, you know, it's very handy.
I guess, yeah, like for educational purposes, all right, yeah. A friend wants to show me something, I'll oblige.
Hell yeah. Montage of them starting a little bonfire.
Wait. You head upstairs into the kitchen.
Oh.
And daughter number 1 is standing there. She holds up her arm without the wristband and she just says, "What do I do now?"
Whatever you want.
Oh, and then she walks out.
She walks out and she's like gains depression because she has no purpose. She's like, what do I do now though? That didn't help at all.
She walks to the nearest clothes store and gets herself a sensible damn outfit.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Okay, now you may have your montage.
All right, we grab a spoon, start a little bonfire down in the boss chambers. We grab some of the food supplies from up there. We're roasting s'mores. Deimos has like bits of oil from the Protobot that died, and he's using it to like draw out like graphs on the ground to explain to like, you know,
Where this is where the joint is, you don't want to cut to the bone. If you sever it here, then it'll pop right out of the socket. Very easy.
and then he does a demonstration.
And the way he does the demonstration is so casually and nonchalantly that it kind of disturbs Plunger a little bit. Like, Plunger was expecting it to be like a bloody ordeal, which he's seen blood. He's shot people. He's attacked people. You know, he's seen death and destruction. But just how like nonchalantly Deimos does it takes him back. Like, oh.
Also reminds him of the fact that Deimos vomited over robot
Yes.
carnage, but not this.
Yeah, I was thinking about that earlier, actually. I was like, I think it's funny that you like had that emotional reaction to
Yep.
the robot, but not the human.
Yep.
It's funny.
Desensitized.
We go back to the apothecary.
Okay.
I'm like now realizing that it's an apothecary. I'm like, wow, I'm like, oh, now I want to actually go look and see what the plants are and what the plants are for. And like, you know, I took some damage. So maybe be like, you know, oh, you can patch me up, you know?
Yeah, finalize your payment.
Yeah, finalize my payment. And then, yeah, in there, I'm just like, well, it was a real adventure. This was my first real, I guess, vault hunting job. So cool. Thanks, Deimos. And I hope to see you around.
Me too, Plunger. Hopefully without having to crush this thing and kill you.
He pats his fanny pack.
But, you know, I do hope our paths cross again. And I wish you the best of luck in your vault hunting journey. You really were the best vault hunter I've ever met.
Thanks. That means a lot. By the way, what was the name of the person you're looking for? I can keep an eye out.
Oh, Oh, that would be amazing if you don't mind. He's about yay tall.
Holds up his hand.
Longish, curly brown hair. He's got robotic eyes. His name is Mercurius.
Okay, great. I'll keep an eye out for him.
Thank you.
He doesn't know Mercurius.
Damn, I really thought. Okay. It's like,
Thank you. Please, if you know anything, if you find any information, I'll be here. Well, I may not be here, but this is the best place to look for me. If you find any information at all, I'm going to start creating flyers to put out around everywhere I can, and just please keep an eye out for me. It would mean the world.
This would actually, your flyers would already be posted everywhere.
yeah, they have been. I'm sure we passed by a few of them. He just didn't bring them up to Plunger. Now he can post them outside of Shartleblues city limits, and I don't fucking know city limits.
City is a very optimistic
Yeah, quote
phrase,
unquote.
Shelby.
Air quotes.
Well, yeah, I'll keep an eye out. Mercurius, that's a very unique name. I'm sure I would never forget a name like that. So,
All right.
bye. I think I'm going to go over to the saloon and get a drink before I leave.
You mean the salon?
Yeah, the salon. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Little bit of milk will get you up and running.
Perfect.
Good luck, Plunger.
Thanks. You too, Deimos. Bye. Real awkward. Goodbye.
Real awkward.
As you head towards the saloon, a woman in a long blue coat steps out, and she heads towards the apothecary.
As I pass by, I tip my non-existent hat, go howdy. I'm feeling real cocky because I feel like a real vault hunter today.
Jesus, you're an ugly looking kid, aren't you?
Well, it's so hard to make a living slinging guns, but there's nobody that can do it like she does. So pack your bags, have no fear, we're gonna get out of here, I tell you. Well, there's a rifle with a bullet and a name. Can you believe how many must have slain to achieve that much fame? Practically a household name. Rules don't apply though, unless you say so. Wherever you go, I'm gonna follow, unless you say so, unless you say so. Rules don't apply here, the tip of the spear. I shed a single tear that beats with all the damage I've done. It's hard to make a living slinging guns.
This has been Friend and Foe Adventure Co., the Schlong edition, BM'd by your favorite Phil. Dude, Phil, thank you for BMing this. Thank you for bowel movementing our session. I had a great deal of fun.
It was a beautiful BM.
It was a beautiful bunkers and badasses, bitchy little bombastic, bodacious bowel movement.
Good. Let's never say that again. But you are welcome. Thanks for being some awesome players.
Yeah.
Yay.
Thank you for BMing. That was really fun. I was really excited to have you, take the reins for an episode. And I thought this was the perfect opportunity, for you to, I don't know, go back to Shartleby in a way.
Yes. Return to Shartleby.
Exact a small amount of revenge for limbs lost.
Phil and I don't need to plug anything, so Nick, why don't you plug?
I don't really need to plug, but what's up, you guys? It's Nick. I have been Deimos, as per usual. I hope you guys enjoyed this wonderful, chaotic little episode. You can find me on social medias at Nickstrosity. I do cosplay and other fun shenanigans. But yeah, that's about it. Just a little guy.
Just a little guy.
Just a little guy.
Unless you drink the kaiju potion.
Hey.
Which, by the way, the two characters that used it were not... I was hoping for a big robot fight.
Yeah.
Oh, I loved it.
Yeah. When he got to half health, he was going to inject the robot with it. And then you would see that...
This is Patreon stuff right here. Let's go over there, man.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening, badasses. Thanks, Nick, for playing. You can find him on all the socials at Nickstrosity. I've had a great time BMing these episodes. It's been really good to sort of have a share in the Friend and Foe universe through the creation thereof. And also just really, really thankful to everyone who's listened and enjoyed these stories. I know they're a little bit different to how Riley does it, but what can I say? That's the Britstone way. You can follow us on the socials and join our Discord and hang with us there. Links to everything we talked about can be found in the episode description. If you want to support the show, you can leave a review on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Good Pods, hire an aeroplane, write it in the sky, whatever you want to do. Also, one of our listeners, Kelsey, commented on the last episode on Good Pods saying that Deimos is everything to me and this episode is perfect. Thank you for that, Kelsey. It means a lot that people engage with our episodes like that. Although, I mean, you know, it's bound to have been a perfect episode because I was in charge. We have a shop where you can get merch like t-shirts and other stuff featuring Tarquin and some of the other characters, I suppose, if you want. We also have a Patreon. At the free level, you can listen to part 1 of our spicy hot sauce adventure. At the paid level, you can listen to exclusive episodes like our Honey Heist episodes run by Sir Ian Moss. The next part should be coming out in the next week or so. We have another bonus episode coming out soon. Way back after we recorded 2 or 3 episodes of the show, we recorded an introduction to us and our characters. Riley scrapped it for some reason, but has decided to add it to the Patreon. To be honest, listener, I can't remember what we even spoke about on that, so I can't wait to listen to it. And that's it. The next couple of episodes have to be edited together, which means it's probably going to take a little bit longer, especially with the holidays. So plan on the next episode in about 3 weeks' time. And remember, my mummy always said there were no badasses. No real ones. But there are.
Will any mercenary worth their weight in gold has got a legendary weapon in their hold? Stacking bodies in the cold, they won't do what they're told, oh no. If there's any story worthy of being said, yeah, it's gotta have a beginning and an end. Ashes to dust and a pile of rust, amen. Rules don't apply though, unless you say so. Wherever you go, I'm gonna follow, unless you say so, unless you say so. Rules don't apply here, the tip of the spear. I shed a single tear that beats with all the damage I've done. It's hard to make a living slinging guns.
I realized that last turn I shouldn't have actually taken my turn because I assisted in the badass move. I could skip this turn, or we can just keep going.
Let's keep going.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go. This god rules.
This god doesn't know the rules. That's the... Boop.
You can still do other things because you can still shoot. You can still, yeah.
Oh, yes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
A grenade is a separate thing, isn't it?
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought it was an action. Okay.
I remember back in the early days, whenever anyone took a turn and Riley would be like, do you also want to throw a grenade? And we're like, yes, okay. Thanks, Dad.
Thanks, Dad.
Flashlight!
Oh my God.
Sorry, Riley.
Oh, that got me. It was good. Did not expect that.
But before he does, he's going to give him a very calm, very polite, I'll have you know, I'm trying to make it sound cool, damn it. I'm not good at that. I'm good at being the hee-hee-ha-has. Roll it across the ground towards the I keep saying Robocop. Protobot.
Pardon us just a moment, Mr. Flashlight.
Boop.